All right, we're
Man, that intro
back.
gets better every time I listen to it.
It's all right. We're gonna get a new one in a couple episodes.
That's true, but I think yours hit different after watching the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, true. At first it's like, oh, what's that Pokemon noise? I don't want that for mine. And it's like, oh shit, I get it now.
No, I really do get it now.
Yeah, man, that was pretty fun watching Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know about Serial Experiments Lane though. Holy fuck, dude.
Dude, why? It's like
I
I think that's like one of the top five most questionable things you've done.
well, I didn't think the first episode would be that bad. I hadn't watched it in a couple years.
So what was your history with this show?
Basically, this kid who told me to, or he didn't tell me. He just said like, "Oh yeah, read Berserk. Like it's pretty good." He just told me about it one day in class about it being like a what the fuck anime. Like what the fuck is going on?
Hello?
So I just
Hello? You cut out.
so basically like one day in class he told me, "Yo, you should check out
Hello?
this and hello."
Yeah, the only thing I heard was something about this kid, Berserk.
Oh, well, yeah, my Wi-Fi is getting worked on, so maybe that's why it's cutting out. Basically, yeah, he told me like, "Oh yeah, reading Berserk past the 97 anime is good." So, and also he like in the middle of class there's something crazy going on and I think I said, "Oh, that's like this anime." And then he's like, "Oh, that's like this anime." So then it kind of caught my attention and I decided to give it a watch after a couple months. But dude, I didn't expect it to be that bad in the first episode.
Wow, that is something else.
It was spooky, bro, but yeah, Tower of God was pretty chill.
No, I'd be down to watch that and Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I don't know about Lane though. Like, you know those memes like the state I found bro in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That's
know.
kind
Yeah.
of that's Lane. Yeah.
Uh,
Not
uh
again, man, not again.
that was
It just gets
wow.
worse, by the way.
Oh, jeez. Thanks, man. Mm,
Yeah. But
mm,
you
God.
went to Japan though.
I sure did.
Yeah, damn.
Did you know I kind of felt intro more, your intro song more when I went to Japan. Like it started automatically playing in my head.
Passionate duelist?
Yeah.
Damn, I wonder why.
Hey, you're just gonna have to see yourself.
Probably because it's epic. And the other one is English and like French vibes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've noticed like a lot of those funk beats are either like French or Brazilian.
Mm, this sounds hard.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, you want to catch our insane audience up to speed about your trip?
Yeah, sure. So let's see. I'll just walk you through like the day by day itinerary of sorts.
Bet.
But yeah, so we got there pretty late. We checked into the little Airbnb hotel thingy, and next day we went to um I think we went to Asakusa. We went to Sensoji Temple. Then we went to Kappabashi Kitchen Street, and yeah, it was pretty. It was honestly really good. And that was day one,
Sounds chill.
and then day two. Um, what are we? Or that was day two. I'm sorry. Day one is we arrived very late, so nothing really happened. But yeah, day two was, or I'm sorry, day three was Shinjuku. Um, and then we went to Ken Scratch, which was like a place where they make jewelry by hand. And then we got some rings there, which are pretty cool. Um, and
Fire.
then yeah. Then we went in the nighttime. We went to Shinjuku and Shibuya. Yeah, we went to Shibuya Sky. That was really fun. Took some fire flicks. And then day four, I visited my Japanese friend, um, who also goes to school with me. But he's like, I guess it's like what do you call it? Like a reverse study abroad program since they come here, or would it just be a regular study abroad
No, it'd
program for
just be
them?
study abroad, bro.
Oh, whoops. Okay,
What?
yeah. I don't know.
Your guys is reverse because we're the fucking best. USA. Yeah. Imagine.
That's crazy. For those listening, that's not what I meant. I just got confused. Okay. But yeah, so he did a study abroad program here in the US. Um,
Wouldn't it
and
be
then yeah.
reverse? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Go, go.
Sociopath or psychopath? Which one is it?
Oh God.
Okay,
Wait,
not
wait,
that
wait.
one.
Would it be no, I think a reverse study abroad would be like if I went to India, right? Then wouldn't that be like reverse study abroad?
I don't know. I don't even know if reverse study abroad is a real thing or if you just made it the fuck up.
I did kind of make it the fuck up.
All right, let's Google it. Let's find out. Wait, by the way, where did you stay?
To be more specific, like the
Or
the
like,
city was called Kodo.
remember how we were looking at like all the Airbnbs and shit? Like, what kind of like setup did you guys have? I guess.
Um, Unfortunately, it was kind of last minute. Though it was two beds right next to each other. You could put like one. You could like I could well, like the space between the beds was large enough for me to just like walk through.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Um, but it's like, but the beds themselves were pretty big, so it was like me sleeping all the way on one side of the bed, and then he was sleeping all the way on the other side of his bed. So there was like maybe like 10 fucking feet between us.
I would make a joke, but
Ah,
uh, probably gonna get canceled. But yeah,
oh God.
joke.
And at the beginning of this month too.
And at the beginning of this month, what?
Oh yeah, isn't it like I know
Oh,
what kind of joke you're gonna make.
oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, getting a little too close to the doy there, huh?
Nah, no. No, not even. But next time I go, next time you and me go, it'll probably be I think two separate rooms
Yeah.
and then one joined living room.
Okay. Yeah. Doke. I'm tempted to make some jokes, but uh,
It's okay. You
yeah.
could make it. I don't care.
Trunks. That's cringe. Got
What the God?
you. Got you.
I'll
That
never escape
that's
that one, will
cringe,
I?
Trunks. That's cringe, dude.
Wow.
Fucking. I looked up reverse study abroad. There was nothing. The only thing that showed up was reverse culture shock. I think you just like made that up.
Oh, joke.
2 years from
Okay.
now, you're just gonna be like, it's a real term, Dylan. See, look, the data book.
Oh God. But yeah.
How was
Um,
Shibuya?
it was pretty fire. We went to Shibuya Sky, which was like the top of Tokyo, and we took some photos. Um, but like on day four, there's I met like he met his friend who lives in Japan, and then I went to go meet my friend um who did a study abroad in Long Beach, but he lives in Japan. So I just hung out with him,
Hmm,
and
that's cool.
then yeah, it was really fun. And then the last day, I went to Ginza, and essentially, I guess Dwayne went to the Onitsuka Tiger store. He get some pair for him and his friends, and then I went to Akihabara, and I got the cards for us.
Sweet. Went to the Pokemon Center store.
No, no, that was actually with Hayato. That was the day
Oh,
before
right.
that. Yeah, and then the next day I called you for the cards.
Yeah, I was talking to the people in the Gen 4 Discord. They said the cards are much higher quality. Also, if you notice on the back, it says Pocket Monsters instead of,
Yeah, I did see
yeah.
that. I did see that.
Yeah, only
Um,
Japanese cards have that. Pretty fire.
right. Oh man. And then yeah, that was Ginza was a blast. And then um where else did we do? What else did we do? We went to the um Mitsukoshi Ginza Mall, and then the next day we went to Tokyo Disney Sea because Dwayne works at Disney.
That's pretty fire. It looks very
Yeah,
crowded there.
it was nice, and we both know I'm not really a Disney person, but
Yeah, me neither, man. It's not, I don't hate it. It's just, I don't like what they did with Star Wars, but other stuff is,
yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
that's fair. Um, I just um I'm very neutral about it as well. It's just not my interest, but yeah, we went. It was nice.
Yeah, you seem like it's just not your interest. Like, I've never heard you talk about a Disney movie, a Disney show, never.
There is one Disney show I have talked about that I like.
Oh, Daredevil.
Yeah,
Man, it's crazy to me that they have Star Wars and Marvel. They're really just taking over.
dude, in my opinion, that was entirely unnecessary. Like that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, luckily it's not going to happen with anime because I'm pretty sure they're pretty protective about their IP.
Oh yeah, I really, really hope so. Like I would be extremely disappointed if that happened.
Plus, it's like there's so many individual anime that it's like, how do you just take over? You can't really do it. They would never take over Shonen Jump. That would never happen. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood.
I just want to check how much Shonen Jump is worth compared to Disney. It's got
Way
to be
less.
somewhat. Oh,
Way fucking less.
never mind. I don't think Shonen Jump would take it though. Like if they have anything of a brain, they wouldn't take an offer from Disney
No.
because they could do way more on their own.
Yeah, Shonen Jump's worth 40 billion around that, and then Disney's worth 203 billion. So 5 times. Yeah. Damn, dude, that's kind of crazy that Elon Musk's net worth is higher than Disney. Jesus.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
Yeah, we don't like him. But
No,
yeah,
no, sir. But it's just like essentially it's just this company valuation.
yeah. It's not all there. So,
Um,
Japan trip. Good overall.
Yeah, 5 stars, excellent. It was. I would say definitely learn some Japanese before you go, one, and then two, figure out the metro system there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Got to get around town, Jimmy.
Yeah, especially when taking the less local lines. Like the local lines are easier, but then if you take like the ones that really take you from like one big city to another big city, it's a lot. It's yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Got you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, or should we move on?
I think we can move on from here.
All right, bet. Uh, right where we left off, the Aura tier list.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been like a month.
Well, last we did this, I was still in my dorm.
Yeah, dude, damn. It must feel nice to be back, huh?
Oh yeah, say left. Yeah.
Minus your brother, probably, but
Yeah.
he's probably better than some of the kids you're around, though, I'm guessing.
Uh, yeah, kind of, somewhere, somewhat.
All right, let's get into this. I'll put him in Max Aura. Um, I think it might have lagged out. I thought we put this guy in like humble or no, humble aura or something. Who's this? It's that one captain who's just angry all the time, bro. I'd say aura, man. What about you?
Where is he?
Oh,
Captain. That one. Let me zoom in a bit. Uh, I mean, he's strong, so he's like respected, but
you don't think he has aura when he's starts fighting and he's doing all that green sword shit, spinning
like
around?
high key, I think all the captains do. Like, wouldn't you say?
But wouldn't you say that all the captains have aura?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I think that this might be everybody in DS.
Minus, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, even the guy who's praying and crying all the time, I would give him aura. Strong as hell.
Oh, Zenitsu.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see him on that last scene where he was falling through the Infinity Castle and then he just opened his eyes and he was locked in. Dude, that was probably one of the hardest scenes ever.
Damn, dude, I don't even remember that.
I
Joke,
do.
joke, joke.
I was like, wow, he's not even sleeping this time, but he's so calm and composed while falling through the Infinity Castle. He's about to, man, this dude's probably had some insane character evolution.
Yeah, I can't wait for the movie, man. Just a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta see it. Kabuto. No aura, man. I think in part one he had aura. In part two, not really. What are your thoughts?
Would aura be the right word for part one?
Dude, he escaped from Kakashi. That was fucking sick, man. That was
Okay,
insane.
okay. No, yeah, no, no, yeah, you're right.
But altogether, like if we're going based off the order of the show, I'd say like no aura.
Yeah, that works.
Rock Lee, Max Aura.
Easily, easily, without a doubt.
Easy. Oh God.
That fight with Gara gave dude, that was like infinite aura right there. Um, I don't know what the fuck they did with him
Kaguya.
later though.
Yeah. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the side characters have far more character development than Naruto. But that's not to say that.
Not cold.
Dude, I had a fucking dream that I was arguing with you about the side character development in Naruto or something. Isn't that
Really?
crazy? Yeah.
That was kind of insane. And that's also one of the reasons, not to be that guy, but that's one of the reasons why I like Black Clover so much. Is because they properly developed the side characters instead of just throwing them to the side like they're nothing.
Yeah. The way that I feel about Naruto is there's like they had the Akatsuki, they had Naruto, they had Sasuke. You could only focus on so much. So if you had to throw some Tens and Rock Lees to the side and Nejis, I didn't really have much of an issue with it.
Mm,
But it would have been nice to see
sure.
Rock Lee.
Sure, except for the fact that they gassed Rock Lee up to fucking be this dude. Like dude, that was like, dude, that was the first time where that was like, dude, I'll never forget the moment Rock Lee was fighting Gara. Like that's like one of the top 5 fights in all of anime. Like
Damn,
genuinely and truly.
that's
Like
high as hell. Wow.
I don't think so, to be honest. Rock that was ridiculous. Argar was poised as this untouchable monster that no one could penetrate this guy's sand shell at all whatsoever with any juicy. Basically, it's like how the fuck do you beat this guy? And then Rock Lee, who can't even use ninjutsu, starts beating the dog crap out of him. Dude, that is man. Just seeing that, like every time I see that, I'm like, holy shit, right? But it's like they can't. I just think that casting a character like Rock Lee off to the side as like Tenten and Kiba being cast off to the side, it's like no fucking shit, you know? It's like whatever. But this guy who had such a big impact, like that doesn't make sense to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um, I like the fight. I loved it when I was a kid, but like honestly, it's not like for me it's not the peak of Naruto at all. I would say like the Sasuke versus Naruto was a better fight. I don't know
Oh
where I'd
yeah,
rank it. Like I just think
that's in my top 5 as well. Yeah.
like everyone likes that fight so much. Every anime fan, like people who don't even know anime, it's hard for me to even put that in my top 5 because it's such a basic answer.
Mm,
Like I loved the fight when I was a kid. I was mesmerized, but um, I don't know, man. Like he proved his worth in that moment. His character arc ended like fully. He was able to prove that he was like a ninja. You know what I mean? Like I kind of get it though. If you're a diehard Rock Lee fan, if you're a martial artist like yourself, you'd want to see that character progress. But for me, I was cool. I was cool with Naruto. I think in Dragon Ball is a case where that was horrible. That was unexcusable that they didn't develop any of the characters. It was pretty sad. It was just
mm.
Goku, Goku, Goku. But with Naruto, I mean,
I would say
there's
Goku,
so many
Vegeta,
characters.
but yeah. Nah, I would highly agree. It just, dude, no, especially you haven't watched Super yet, right?
Hell no, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
watch
good,
that
good,
crap.
good, good. Because the reason why it's so bad is they censor so much stuff. They market it towards kids, and on top of that, it just becomes the Goku and Vegeta show. Like that's what it should be called at that point. Now, this is just an example I'm thinking of at the top of my head, right? But for the Boruto manga, it does really truly cast every side character off to the side, and it is really more so focused on a few key characters. But in that sense, with that, in my opinion, it works very well. It makes sense why that's being done, right? But it didn't make sense for something like um for something like Naruto. Um, yeah,
Why not?
especially part one of Naruto, where there were so many good characters. Like what about someone like Shino who just never lost a goddamn fight? What about someone like him who had like an OP-ass ability? Like they're just, oh man, there are just like so many good characters.
I would argue that Naruto does a great job of diving in deep with the characters it focuses on, like giving them a lot of depth. Where something like One Piece really like splits itself wide open, like a little too far, to where characters just become basic tropes, like Sora and Sanji just arguing, Sanji being a simp for Nami, Nami being the navigator who's always annoying and angry. I think Naruto was able to just cut through the tropes, focus on what it needed to, and it got the job done. Should it have given Rock Lee maybe like a kill on an Akatsuki member? Yeah, that would have been
Yep.
great. I think it would have been better. Is Naruto perfect at developing side characters? Nah, like probably not. Was it a huge issue for me? Not really. Is it an issue for you? I guess so.
Mm, yeah, I would say so. I'm not saying all the side characters, but I am saying like it could develop a few more here and there. I'm
Yeah,
not saying develop everybody, but yeah. I don't
everyone
know. The
has their
thing is,
different problems, with with shows. Like I hate the war arc, so but yeah.
no, that is fair.
And
Um,
and like the plot holes too. Like I can totally get it if you're like someone who's very logical, needs every detail, every minor detail to be correct.
and you know that's
Whereas
me.
like yeah, yeah, yeah. Like for the Conan versus Obito fight, you're like, what the fuck is that? That's bullshit. Whereas I'm like, yo, that's a sick hacks ability. Let's fucking go. Obito looks like a beast.
Fair. I agree. She did effectively kill Obito, but
Yep.
because of the hacks, I was like, yeah. But but yeah, I I don't know. I've noticed that the shows like Black Clover and One Piece who do further develop their side characters, they do have those tropes. Like it is just a thing for the most part. That personally doesn't bother me very much.
I think with One Piece, it's just too much for me because it's just like you're splitting up the like Luffy, for example. Like he's a great character. Don't get me wrong, but he's like the same character in every single episode. Like you can predict everything. He's not as complex as like other other characters that I would like. That's
I
that's
agree.
yeah. That's my biggest issue with One Piece is just it's a little too tropey, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I
And the
mean,
the fan service has gotten really, really bad, like really bad in the anime. I think it might be time to switch to the manga.
really. I still need to catch up, so I can't even say anything yet.
Yeah, it's just yeah. I don't know, man. It's anime though. That's kind of what you're stepping into. I don't know, dude. We just each have our own different perspectives and tastes, so
Yeah, that's what being human is, yeah.
yep. I like side characters being developed, but like if there's a laser focus in on the main characters, then I'm not really like for example, like Revenge of the Sith, it's so focused on like Anakin and Obi-Wan. Those like side Jedi aren't really developed, but I guess Star Wars isn't a good example because there is so much development if you just look into the lore in the books, so never mind.
Well, fair.
Yeah. Um okay,
Oh, the
okay.
list. Dude,
Yeah, I
we
forgot about
sidetracked
that
so
shit.
hard.
That's fine. That's the point of the list. Kaguya, dear lord.
No.
Just say haven't clown head ass. All right, I'm gonna let you take over for the Baruto.
All right, let me get to it. Let's take a look. Let me just zoom in a bit. Mm, no aura. And then Boruto himself, I would say I do have to say reading the manga maximum aura. I would put Sarada in regular aura. I would put Kawaki in max aura. And who do we have here? Jubito. I mean, I think we both know where he
No, wait,
goes.
wait, dude, you're skipping over two of them,
Oh,
or one of them. I
sorry.
mean,
I'm sorry.
the girl with the blue and pink hair. Uh,
Yeah, this is no aura, I would
no,
say.
what was the
Like,
Kawaki again?
yeah, Kawaki's I would say max.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Girl with the blue hair, like it's like she's I don't know, like it's like yes, she's strong as shit, but he's probably one of the most powerful characters in the entire verse, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have aura. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much about Kawaki, but Baruto. I mean, I haven't even touched Baruto, but I could see Maxora just from some of the panels.
It is max aura. Like it truly is. I'm not even a manga reader at all, and you know that. But this it just blows my mind every time a new chapter comes out.
Damn.
But yeah, Jubidara
I'd say
or
Aura.
Jubito. Sorry.
I'd say Aura. What about you? Because this is when he gets turned back to being good. I thought he had more aura when he had the mask on.
Honestly, I could see it.
Dope. Kiba, clown head ass.
Yep,
I'm gonna be
immediately.
Hokage,
Oh,
Naruto. um, Orochimaru is max aura. Like, come on, in his peak.
hmm. Yep.
Shino, I would say aura. I know you like Shino a lot. Would you say,
I would say, yeah.
yeah, he's a baller.
Um, Dude, I'm actually caught between Aura and Max Aura because this guy's never lost a fight, and the way he fights is pretty genius too.
He's
Like
not
it's
he's not over the top enough to be in max aura, in my opinion. All these characters are so like they are like compared to him. Like, I mean, he's cool. Don't get me wrong, but he's not that much aura. Oh,
just
what's up,
regular Aura
Veda?
then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like these characters are all a little bit over the top, crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, Minato. I'll give him aura. Actually, no, Max aura. Come on, dude. Yellow Flash. Thoughts, Trunks? As the, I believe he's one of your top three favorite, top two.
Sorry, could you quickly Minato?
Yeah, Minato.
Um, easily Max Aura. There's no way you could ever put him anything below that. Dude, 24 years old. This guy was the freaking Hokage.
Damn.
24 years old, Hokage. Dude, Naruto didn't become the Hokage until he was like 28 or some shit.
Yeah, he. It's a good thing you didn't hear me. I was considering Aura at first, but then I
Nah,
remembered he's the
hell
Yellow
no.
Flash.
Hell no. This no, that would be criminal. Dude, this guy took dude, this dude, he could defeat 1,000 like elite level Jonin on command. Dude,
Yeah,
they had a
I know.
run on site order for this guy.
Yeah, bro. The the shit he was doing, the how he pulled out the Reaper Death Seal and he saved the entire village from the Nine Tails.
Man, this guy, like, dude, A and B also talked about how formidable this guy was. A and B,
Yeah, dude, the shit he did with the tailed beast bombs. Oof,
dude, this
cold.
guy's. Dude, he's also a perfect sage too. Mm, Man, I don't even that's just insane to me. Yeah, this guy's just like the man, the myth, the legend type. Just extremely overpowered for no reason. I don't know about power, but it's like he had just like the max, like he had like the highest like combat finesse, at least like top three of any Naruto character I've ever seen. Just he had only a few moves and he could use them so effectively he could take down an entire army without blinking.
Yeah, he was extremely efficient, even more so than Itachi.
I would say so, yeah.
Might Gai
No
Max.
words need to be said.
No fucking words. Keys, don't, dude. He was aura farming so hard versus Kisame. Do I know you from somewhere?
Oh, dude. Name's my guy.
Come on, Lee. Let's go off into the sunset. You keep running those laps. All right. Um, remember how I showed you that Rock Lee guy in the wheelchair videos, and you're like, Dylan, that's not funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Kakashi.
Max Aura. This guy was down. This guy would square up with anybody. It doesn't matter if he was gonna lose or not, or if he knew he could win or not.
Yeah. So look, I mean, those are three side characters right there. Here's another side character and another one. There's just so many characters. Uh B. No words need to be said.
Hmm.
Killer B.
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Donzo.
Clown head ass for sure.
Knew it. Yeah.
Because like he didn't make any like aura-full moves at all. He just kept making bad decision after bad decision.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it would have been different if he used his like power to like protect the village or benefited in some way, but he didn't. He just kept making mistake after mistake. Like this guy was just not fit for the job.
That might be actually one of the things about Naruto that was done poorly. Um
It would have been different if like the executive decisions he made were like quote unquote like dark, but benefited the village ultimately. But he didn't. He just it was just one fuck up after another.
the thing with the whole Naruto thing, remember that when Pain invaded? That just didn't make any sense.
Sorry, could you elaborate?
You don't remember when like I think he didn't want to tell Naruto that Pain was in the village. So he wanted to just keep Naruto training in that Toad place,
Oh,
Mount
Mount
Miyaboku.
Miyaboku. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So wait. Fuck. Okay. Even I'm blanking out now. Like, why did he even do that?
There's probably I think it's because he oh, because they were after the Nine Tails
Oh, right,
Jinchuriki.
right, 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 right.
But it doesn't make sense though, because he didn't offer an alternative. Then your village is just gonna get destroyed. I don't know, man.
Uh, yeah, pretty much. I guess he thought that just like Naruto being there could like, mm, just I don't know. I think maybe like it's something with the Akatsuki trying to get to him or something like that.
Yeah, dude. My God, man. Naruto definitely has its problems. Like, it's not perfect. I think it's just like the bias. Like, if I grew up like watching One Piece as a kid, maybe that would be my favorite.
Yeah. I grew up watching both, but I
I
can
mean,
really see like both for what they are, I feel like now.
nice, dude. That's good. I I watched One Piece too, but it was a 4 kids dub, so that doesn't really count.
No, sir. No, sir.
Uh, do you think
What would
that?
your 4 kids dub name be?
Oh God, dude. I don't even want to know. That's like something for you to make up.
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh God,
Just comes in with the most horrendous nickname you've ever
don't call me that.
heard.
I was gonna ask you, would you say that there's things that Naruto does better than One Piece, but One Piece does better than Naruto? Or do you think One Piece is just better in every aspect and way?
Mm, I think for me the main thing, God, I don't know. Um, One Piece is just better in terms of no plot hole thing and
World building.
world building, I would say. Also the war arc was straight up bad. Can we agree?
Yeah,
Okay, there aren't any arcs in One Piece that are straight up just like bad like that. Just
there
like
are though.
bad,
The
bad.
Foxy arc was pretty bad.
God,
Like
oh, okay, that was pretty. No, I don't know, but to me that was more like a comedy
it
thing,
was like a
cause
filler arc. Yeah. Funny. It was
yeah,
funny.
yeah. No,
It
no, I
was
think the first one wasn't. I don't think the first one was.
dude, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying like most people say that, but I thought it was pretty
Oh,
funny. I liked it.
yeah. Those people just don't have a sense of humor, bro. But yeah,
They don't
the
have
the
friends.
fight, yeah, real dude. The fight with Luffy and Foxy, that boxing match was legendary,
Dude, the afro, that was
dude. That was
iconic,
just.
man.
I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might have been a reference to Muhammad Ali with his like mini fro that he had.
Probably. I'm not sure. You're the fighter, man.
That is true. I don't know, but that's just what I'm guessing, but I'm sure I think that was it.
Yeah. I feel like Naruto's, I mean, this is obvious. The pacing is better.
Yo, yeah. No, no, no doubt.
The
Not
fights
even
are
a little
definitely
bit.
better in Naruto
The
overall.
pacing is better in Naruto and it also mm, One Piece has less filler though. Naruto just has more filler.
Yeah,
In
like the
terms of
percentage. Yeah,
percentage,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard to watch Shippuden. Some like if you're rewatching, it's a little hard. Part 1 is fine though, cuz it's just those 70 episodes at the end that are
Hmm.
mainly filler.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Pretty much.
Okay, we should probably Konohamaru. I'm gonna
Um,
be Hokage.
I'm judging
40-year-old him.
mm, he's 27, but yeah. Oh
Oh,
my God, bro, I'm
joke,
almost
joke.
27. We're almost 27. Holy sh!
Yeah, turning 26 in 3 months.
No way. What?
Yeah, dude, it's June 1st.
Oh my God. What?
I
You are
know.
turning 26 in 3 months. What the hell?
This year is
What?
going by so quickly, it's insane.
Oh my God, dude, I thought you had another like 8 months left. What the?
8
What?
months left, bro. It's like I'm gonna die or something. Hey,
Oh
I'll be
my
the same
God.
age as Crollo Lucifer, man. I'm happy. It's okay.
Yeah, okay,
25 is
that's fair.
worse than 26
Somehow, yeah.
because it makes you think about your life, quarter life crisis.
Hmm, you're right about that.
Yeah, we're growing up, but here
Nah,
we are
you
making
couldn't.
anime tier lists. I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest.
Honestly, you're right.
What else would I be doing with my life,
reporting to Nigel.
We're building rapport
Oh,
with my office buddies.
B2B sales.
Gosh, dude.
But yeah, um,
Well, you've read the Boruto manga, so you know more about Konohamaru than me, Ani.
right. That's what I was thinking. There was one scene where he had max aura. He was just. You remember You remember Jugo? Yes,
Jugo, yeah, I do,
you
of
do.
course. The orange-haired dude with the birds, yeah.
There was this
Cool
one
character.
scene where Konohamaru was just absolutely stomping this guy. Like he was destroying him. This like hand-to-hand combat and like hit him with a freaking Rasengan. Dude, it was insane.
Damn, and I mean he's no slouch. Like he's really
No,
fucking
he's not.
strong.
He is. That's the thing. He's like equivalent to like an elite level Jonin, if not stronger. Or maybe not that, but yeah, he's equivalent to like about like an elite. He's at least Jonin level. But yeah,
Mm,
Konohamaru's making work of this dude. It was crazy, brother. Oh, that was max aura, but to be honest, I did think like I wanted to see him like be stronger though. Like I wanted to see him as like I don't know, like a monkey sage or something. That would actually make sense
yeah.
because
His
Monkey King Enma is his weapon. Like
Of
you
course I do.
remember Hiruzen Saratobi's weapon though,
Yeah,
Monkey
the
King Enma?
completely fucking broken summon.
Yes.
Who's a
Yeah,
beast.
right. So Konohamaru has it, right? So I
Yeah.
don't understand why he can't become the monkey sage or something. That would have just been really cool. I just see him as unfortunately wasted potential, similar to Gohan,
Damn, dude. Aside,
which really hurts because I actually, dude, him being like Boruto Sensei, like his like Team 7 Sensei, like that. Like I don't know, I just thought he would be just like that cold. Like I thought he would be like that guy.
yeah, I notice you really relate to these characters who have the wasted potential. Is that a thing for you? Like, oh damn, like I wasted my potential, so you relate to these characters who could have been more?
I think so, dude. I really think so. I don't know. I think my
Hmm.
family calls me that a lot too.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Thanks, man.
Me personally, I don't see it. Um, Darui.
But hey, you
Uhu.
know me better than some of my family does.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But Darui, uh, he just got more. I would say like not max, but
Yeah, I'd say
up there.
Aura,
No, he's up there. Like
Aura,
he was
Humble,
doing a lot during. Yeah, humble.
high,
He's.
maybe like top of Humble Aura. He was a pretty sick character. But yeah, we
I
needed to see
certainly do
more for
say so.
Aura. Shikamaru. I would say Max Aura, honestly.
Honest.
The way he
Mm,
just the Tamari fight alone. I mean, come on, this dude was just
yeah,
farming,
you're right. You're right.
straight farming.
He was. I can't even
Yeah,
dispute
yeah.
that. I
Like,
was gonna say, yeah, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, like, forget what he did to Hidan, just that. But anyways,
Right, the Hedon fight was insane though.
yeah,
That
like
was
Batman.
ridiculous. Yeah, he basically is. Give this man 24 hours of prep time, and I think he could beat like almost anybody. Dude, I think Naruto would
Yeah,
struggle with him if Shikamaru had 24 hours of prep time.
yeah, dude, I could see it. I mean, what he has like a
Base
210
Naruto, by the
IQ.
way. Just yeah.
Oh yeah, because if he powers up, then it's kind of just doke, doke,
Yep,
doke.
yep. But I actually think he could straight up beat base Naruto if he had 24 hours of prep time, chose the location, etc.
Oh, agreed for sure, man. I mean, we saw Conan just like basically should have won against Obito. So yeah,
She did win. He just used a hack's ability and came back to life, but she effectively killed him.
okay. Hey man.
No,
Gara.
he literally got blasted to nothing. But yeah, okay. I did want to make this comparison very quickly.
Hmm.
I would say that in terms of like fighting IQ, I think and Shikamaru are actually like neck and neck. I just think that Shikamaru's better. Like Shino and Shikamaru both are like on top of their own abilities and know how to use them as effectively as humanly possible in any fight, right? The only real difference I feel is that Shikamaru knows how to like lead a team better than anyone else.
Agreed.
You see what I'm like? He can like make use of other people's strengths, whereas
He's a
she
leader.
knows, yeah, right. It's like a war strategist, etc. Where she knows this like just a elite high IQ fighter on his own.
He's just a
But
chill guy.
that's
Both of them are, but yeah.
yeah, but that I feel like is the biggest difference between the two.
Yeah, dude, I can see it.
But she knows strategy when fighting, dude. It's always an absolute treat to watch this guy fight, man. Like some like without lifting a finger, just defeats his enemy. Dude, do you remember that fight with that one dude, Kelsey, or
Yeah, that
whatever the
was
fuck his
iconic.
name was?
He had the bugs coming from behind and in front, and then he jammed his shit, and then he tried to use it and
And
like
then
blew
he
his arms out.
exploded. Dude, that's nuts. Dude,
That's one of the most underrated fights.
it really is, it really is. So, see, that's what I don't like what Naruto does. It just builds these types of characters up like Shino and Rock Lee and then casts them to the side like they're nothing. That was my gripe with Naruto.
That's fair enough. I also his fight with Conqueror was also fucking sick, dude. Oh
It
my
is really
god,
good.
that
God,
was
we all thought
fire.
I thought he would lose that one, but no. Man's is
Yeah,
just
yeah. You think he's
what?
gonna lose, but then he just counters the puppets so hard. Like, yeah.
Dude, that was just cold. But yeah. Next person, Gara.
Yep. Max or God.
Pretty
I think
much.
like in part one. Yeah. We do we even need to say anything?
Nope.
Sasori. Uh,
Up there, but not I don't feel Max.
I don't feel Max either. Aura. Yeah. Data is probably Max Aura. Like, what the? This guy was just flying on his little bird. Dude, the way he fucking escaped from, oh my god, like Guy's team and Kakashi and Naruto.
Was that really an
Is
aura
this,
moment?
bro? Is this just my bias speaking? Because I really like Data.
No, I don't want to say yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, his fight with Sasuke. He is kind of just a rager. He's kind of like Crash Out Central.
A little bit. Just bring it.
Mm,
Freedom.
yeah, maybe actually, he's probably actually just Aura.
I would say so. I think that's quite fitting.
Yeah,
I didn't say he's like clown head ass or anything like that. I just don't think it's like
it's
that
not this level.
maximum. Just keep in mind that would be putting him in the same category as Minato.
Well,
No.
my name is Daigo Knight. I do think
Oh God.
that. Okay. Yeah, stay in Norway, buddy. Okay. um, Hashirama, Max Aura. I mean, come on. We even need to talk about this.
No, not at all.
All right, here's in Max Aura. Well, he's. I don't. Humble Aura.
Mm, could-
He's. I mean,
I
honestly,
would
humble
say
Aura seems fitting.
back in the day, I would say Max Aura. This guy's literally one of the few people who's called the god of shinobi, known as the professor, had a Keke Toda, mastered all five chakra natures and every jutsu in the village except he couldn't master the Rasengan, believe that.
And except he couldn't master like
And
But
Flying Thunder
like,
got Jutsu either, but yeah.
oh, I was just gonna say like, not loving his student even when his student turned evil, like giving up that love and like seeing him as a criminal.
That too.
That's why I want to say humble aura, because I think of these people. I think of, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but if we're just going off the show alone, I just can't see Max Aura. I mean, he has
Okay.
all those achievements, but is that? It's kind of like
No,
we
you're
were saying
right.
with Deidara. Like, yeah, not that they're
Mm,
anything alike, but all right, all right.
Random, but do
Yep,
you think that Hashirama died in battle, or do you think he died from like an illness?
he died from Kishimoto editing staff telling him to not make them wizards.
Oh no, no, no.
um, honestly, I think that because they had no real way out of like his powers, but like he should be immortal, right? With his abilities, they had
Oh,
no
right.
explanation.
I think it might have been the overuse of the 100 healings.
Yeah, that I mean,
Because apparently the biology of that cell division can only happen a certain amount of times in your life, like it's already preset. And with the amount of battles this guy was in, it's like, you know,
yeah, I'm gonna trust you on this one. I have a theory crafted on this one, Trunks.
okay, I actually like to hear it.
Hmm, I don't know. What you said sounds about right because I don't think anyone could defeat this man in battle. So overuse of abilities, dying of old age just sounds like the
Well,
only
he didn't.
explanation.
No, that's not possible. He didn't die of old age because when he was reanimated, you're reanimated as how you died. That's why Hiruzen was reanimated as an old man because he was an old man when he died. However, Tobirama, we both know he died young. Stopping like Kinkaku and Ginkaku and that whole squad of like 20 like elite Jonins, right?
Yeah,
He held them back, right, and let his students Donzo, Hughes, and then whoever the fuck else escape, right? And then that's how he died, right? But then so he died young. Hashirama, when he was reanimated, he also looked young. Like
he
he
did.
wasn't like an old man, right? He looked just yeah. So he couldn't have.
Sickness.
Yeah, I think so.
The classic trope.
Dude,
Sickness.
is that what they do when they don't know how to kill a character? Itachi.
Happina. Yeah. 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 That'd be a good video
Dude,
of
same
like
thing with Goldie Roger. Yeah, we don't know how to kill him. Let's just make him sick.
just pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much, dude. Oh my god. Um
Like, it's
so
never the fodder characters that just die of like a sickness or whatever. It's always the most OP ones that just can't be defeated in any way. So they're like, sickness.
yeah, got gotta love shonen, man. Gotta love it. Dope, dope, dope. Um Raikage. Max.
Yeah,
Nah.
no? Oh, actually, no. When he got his, no, but he got his arms set on fire by Sasuke's Amaterasu and
Yeah.
Kagetsuchi. So like he got that right. So and then he just sliced his arm off like it was nothing.
That and also how he's kind of rigid. I didn't like how rigid he was with his politics and with his younger brother B. He just seemed kind of like this dude who had a lot of power but wasn't very bright.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If we were to judge by ability alone, though, definitely Max.
Yeah, but this isn't about ability alone.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
Tsunade. This is an interesting one. I want to make a joke here, but I'm holding myself back.
Oh gosh.
Maxora! Okay, got it out the way.
Um.
Okay, Jay.
Oh gosh. Oh god.
The female representation in Naruto is so terrible. Yeah, man,
Oh
maybe
god.
because it was designed for like 14 to 18-year-old guys. Just a
Dude,
thought.
if you want to talk about that, in a lot of shoujin, the male representation is really, really bad.
Oh, Shoyo, you mean?
Oh, shouya, yeah.
Yep.
It's not shoujen.
No, are you talking about the ones designed for women? For
Yeah,
young
shoujen.
girls?
Yeah, shoujen. Shonen for men, shoujen for women. I'm pretty sure I'm not making it the
Shoyo
fuck up. Really? What? I thought it was called shoujen.
anime. Am I making things up? Weird thing is, wait, what the? Shojin. Wait, what is? Wait, let me Google it. What is the anime genre called for girls? Shoujo.
Oh.
So we were both fucking wrong. Lol.
I don't know if you combine them, we're both right. Shoujo and shoujen,
Fusion
shoujo.
dance. Well, I think it's a good thing that we're both don't know what it is. It kind of just goes to show.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, but the male representation isn't great, and it makes sense because it's literally designed for women. Why would they just make some super duper OP male character if it's designed for women?
Yeah, and
Whoa.
how would they make him OP? He'd just be like a good boyfriend or something.
Like, what the
He opens up and he's so vulnerable. That's what I like about him.
if that's what they want, I think I'll have to go the cool uncle route.
Let's go, Dante.
Yeah.
I am the storm that is approaching.
You kind of got that same like I don't know, you kind of got that same like sort of aura as Dante in the at least in the Devil May Cry series, like the
Damn.
Netflix one. I highly recommend you to watch that. It's only 8 episodes.
I'll check it out, man.
Yeah, it's good even from episode one.
Bet.
You
Dante.
kind of got that, you know,
Yeah.
that same sort of. You two got that got. Yeah.
I'd be down to play the game too.
It's
Um
fire.
Tsunade though. Realistically.
Not Max or I'm sorry. Just
She's kind of a crash out drunk grandma using. Why is every anime in existence just like the old woman is just using some kind of technique to make herself look young?
well, I think we both know why.
Dope,
For
dope,
a
dope.
certain audience watching. Like I wouldn't have cared if
Yeah.
she was just some old lady. Like I really wouldn't have cared.
Okay. Yeah. Me neither. Um, I don't know what to say, man. No aura. No, she has some aura.
Well, a little bit. Mm,
Humble. Humble maybe. I mean her abilities are pretty cool, but like her personality and stuff is just
yeah, I know her abilities are very cool. When she could produce that many slugs in the war arc.
Slugman Jimmy.
Lol.
Yeah, Katsuya. Is that the slug's name? Yeah. Hidan. Oh
Yeah.
god. Dude. No aura.
Dude.
Uh,
This is really cringe, I'm not gonna lie.
I liked his ability at first, but dude, he just ruins it, man. With his whatever Joshin shit.
Lord Joshin!
As a kid, it's like, whoa, this guy's a fucking menace. What the fuck? He's and then like
I
when you're
think he
watching it
kind
now,
of
it's like
lost that
dope,
aura, to be
dope,
honest, when
dope.
dude Shikamaru destroyed him, like annihilated him. I'm like, dude, when you're beaten that badly, I don't think there's any recovery for your aura, brother.
That's facts, dude. It's actually like if he didn't get beaten so fucking hard, like called out to infinity, maybe he'd be like a little higher, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, bro. He got decimated and he went out sad too.
He went out sad. It just his head chopped off him yelling.
Yeah. Oh, people are
Sakura,
saying he's still alive and shit, but that's just not true. That's not how it works.
because he has. Well, wait, why is he dead? Because he has to eat food or whatever.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay, yeah, that makes
yes,
sense.
X. He needs to eat yeah, if you what happens if you don't eat? You die.
I'd kind of be
Actually,
concerned for the person who's still like theorizing that he's alive. Like, brother, like that's
dude,
like
it's like
really.
how about you stop eating for that long and see what happens to you? How about that one?
There you
Like,
go.
I think immortal is just such a it's not it's
It's
I think that
overdone.
is a I it's not even the right word. Why do I feel like that might be like a mistranslation of something because he's not immortal. He can die and he did die. He did. If you took Hedon and you threw him into volcano like a fucking magma into a volcano, he's burned alive. He's not coming back. It's done. He's dead. Yes, you can stab him as many times as you want, decapitate him, but he's gonna live. But if you completely incinerate his entire body, he's not. He's gonna die. Or if you deprive him of food, he's gonna die.
Yeah, I think these nuances were far too complex though for a show for like 14-year-old kids. So that's probably why they didn't. They just like, oh, he's immortal, you know. He can take hits and he's not gonna die. So they instead of being like, okay, guys, let's do a you know explanation dump on like educate you on what is immortal versus not. Yeah. So they're just like, oh, he's immortal.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think you're onto something for sure.
There you go.
Um. Oh God, dude, what are these? What is this picture? Like no aura, Sakura. This is how like you ever just in class and then that random one girl just looks at gives you that look, for no reason. That's like Sakura right now.
I could see it. Well, dude, you know what the funniest thing is? You know what the funniest thing is in Boruto? She has aura. He does have aura. I can't.
Hmm,
As a complete grown-up adult, yes, she does have aura.
that's fair. I will trust your
He
call on this one.
certainly does. There are just dude, I don't know. It's also in a way, I think she's everything that the show Naruto is supposed to embody.
What?
In a way, I think she's everything that Naruto is like the show Naruto is supposed to symbolize slash embody.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so Naruto and Sasuke, right? These two are absolute monsters. Their parents are elite level ninja. Like they're not even like all four of their parents elite level ninja. Like top tier level, like Kage level, basic almost like Kage level or almost Kage level. Like very strong. Sakura's parents are not even ninja. I don't even think they're ninja
Okay, got
if
you.
I'm not mistaken, right? But the fact is that Oh god, but the fact is that she masters 100 healings, can easily take out an entire squadron of like elite level Jonin without even thinking about it. Like she just got to that level, easily surpassed Tsunade. Like she's really up there. People calling her weak and shit, that's just simply not true. Like it's just factually incorrect. Bad person, I think so. Especially in Naruto Shippuden, bad person, manipulative, bad individual with no morals, somewhat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But weak,
Hmm.
not even.
Right. So, would you say your view of Naruto as a whole is about hard work and that leading
If
to you
that's
becoming?
what if that's what people think it is, then soccer embodies that much more, right? But the fact of
Mhm.
the matter is that Naruto, despite being given a lot of power, it took like I don't think anyone else would have been able to harness that power if it was someone else and not Naruto. Like
Yeah.
like he did have to work extremely hard to control that power, you know? There's that. I think anyone else would have fumbled it. And also, I want to talk about Rock Lee for a second because there's this huge misconception that Rock Lee had no inherent or latent ability, which is just so fucking false. It's kind of crazy. If everyone could just start unlocking gates, people would do it. We've only seen someone like Kakashi be able to unlock the first gate, right? But we've seen right, but the thing is, yeah, not everyone can unlock those gates. It's not within everyone. That also requires some inherent talent.
Yeah, I mean, Kakashi said it himself that he's a genius for a reason.
Right, right. And so, like, dude, there would be I'm so sorry. There would be way more ninja unlocking gates if they could, but they can't. Right? Kakashi himself can only unlock one, as we've seen. Maybe he can unlock two, but we haven't seen that. But we've seen him unlock one. Now, we've seen Mike Guy be able to unlock all eight gates. Same with Mike Guy. Rock Lee right now, as far as I know, can only unlock six. Maybe if he progressed since in Boruto, he can unlock seven. But that's all I know, right? But still, to be able to unlock that many, it is genetic. It is genetic. You can't just do it, you know.
Yeah, also I'd say like his work ethic is it's partly genetic too because that's why that's not just, oh, I'm gonna do 1,000 laps today. That's also your wiring. That's also how you like, you know, like
I would
shot.
agree.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Naruto also has that same work ethic. Like well,
Yep.
maybe not to Lee's extent, or maybe to Lee's extent, but in a different way. I think Rock Lee's just more relatable because all of us can pretty much use taijutsu and not ninjutsu. So, but there that is. So it's yeah, yeah, that's the point I wanted to touch on real quick that everyone just seems to get wrong.
Yeah, everyone gets that wrong. I like how people view Naruto for the themes of like it's either hard work, beating talent, or it's like friendship. I don't even think those can fully encapsulate Naruto as a story, though. I think there's so
No,
many stories
because
being
it
told
doesn't.
within it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's
there's so much
that's
more to
one
it.
thing. That's one thing I think that Naruto just may have over One Piece. I think
Mhm.
Naruto's it's essentially about finding what your greatest strengths are and amplifying them to the nth degree to become the best. It shows that everybody has their own strengths, and you have to capitalize on and develop those strengths as much as you can in order to end the cycle of hatred. That's how I'd
Yeah,
sum it up.
yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Uh, Eno,
Again, same thing with Sakura. Just
uh,
pretty, very, very, very useful. Not OP, but very, I'm gonna have to say no aura, but still very extremely useful in Boruto.
Yeah, I can see that with
But
your ability, mind
yeah,
transfer.
extremely useful in Boruto because she takes over her dad's job. And that is essentially being like the security border for the entire elite village. So she essentially detects chakra that goes in and out of the village. So it's a pretty ironclad system, which is really important for the village border security.
Yeah, dude. I mean, her dad was a fucking leader in that war. As much as we don't like that arc, I mean, him and Nara's like whole thing was just, man, it's fucking sucked to see them die, dude. I forgot that happened. I forgot they
Yep,
fucking died, dude. I was
yep.
like sad. Damn.
Right. He actually did have aura and he could fight pretty well.
Damn, bro. Was he fighting in like the light novels and stuff, or like
That I did not see, no.
okay. But yeah,
Maybe,
dude.
maybe in some that I haven't read, but yeah,
Her dad was a
I
G
don't know.
for sure.
But yes, yes. But yeah, no aura for this one. Next.
Next, who is this Sabarto villain? I'm guessing.
Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom, Jimmy. Let me see. Oh, code. Oh man,
Code. It's a cool name.
I'm gonna have to right. I'm gonna have to say. I don't know. I think he got absolutely like Boruto, even at the very beginning of Two Blue Vortex, was slapping this guy around like it was nothing.
Mm,
I might have to say, God, I don't know how to say it. It's like he had a lot of aura and then he lost it because dude, Boruto literally stepped on this guy and said literally stepped on him and said, if you don't tell me where the 10th hill is, I'm gonna kill you right now in front of everyone. And he really meant that, and he could really dude, if you get threatened like that, and you have no choice but to comply, I don't know if you can have aura.
no aura.
Oh man, Jimmy
Code.
gave it brutal.
I mean, you told me how it was, and sounds like fitting.
Yeah, but before he had a lot of aura, he was extremely strong. And he did get even stronger, but Boruto just blew right past him, man. I don't know what to say.
Damn. So, do you want to put him in no aura or?
It's hard to say. I'm just gonna say no aura because he
Okay.
lost it.
His career got ended.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like a guy who has like the stereotypical like good paying job, hot girlfriend, things are going well. He loses his car, he loses his house, he loses a girlfriend. That's kind of these characters that are like aura at first, then no aura.
Yeah. Yeah.
Madara, easy max aura. Come on,
Nothing needs to be said here.
nothing. Yeah, Jiraiya. He's not respected by everyone. He has aura for sure. He has
No,
aura,
hold on. No,
dude.
Itachi told
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Kisame
yeah.
to back off though.
Oh my god, dude,
He
that
didn't
was
even want the smoke with
insane.
Jiraiya. He
Dude,
didn't even
watching
want
that
the
as a
smoke.
kid, holy fuck. He did
Dude,
not
you
want the
think
smoke.
what you think if Naruto was with fucking Ebisu Sensei, Itachi would say the same thing?
Ebisu Sensei. You just use sexy jutsu every time. No, Konohamaru, you need to train with me.
Oh God. Ah.
Fire style. Fireball. Okay. Yeah, I would say
That's
I'd
like the
say
only thing I
aura.
know he can do.
Dude, same.
Wait, did you just
Ebisu.
put Ebisu Sensei in Aura?
No, no,
Take
no,
him
no, no.
off. Oh,
Jiraiya.
oh,
Jiraiya.
oh,
I
oh,
would say
whoops, whoops, whoops.
fuck.
I thought
His
you
fight
put
with Pain
Ebisu.
though, his fight with Pain was insane. Um, I don't think he's Max Aura though. What do you think?
No,
I think he's Aura.
Aura for sure. No, oh, but it's hard to say because like everyone, nobody screwed with him though. That was like the one fight. Yes, that was one fight was his demise, but he took out a couple pains by himself.
Dude, and he was just he would go to those houses and just like hang out with those like escorts or whatever. You got to give him max aura, bro. Like,
Max Aura.
God, like he could have beaten Pain if he knew
Well,
beforehand. Like, there's a good
I
chance
think
he could have
so.
won.
I think
Like,
so.
God damn, Jiraiya the goat. Kisame. Um, Kisame Hoshigaki.
Hoshigake. Hoshikage.
Hoshikage. I'll. This is another one where it's like he has aura, but he kind of got beaten into the ground by Mike Guy, like multiple
Mm,
times.
but that is my guy.
I'd say aura. That's kind of being generous, but well, not really. He is the zero-tailed beast.
Yeah. When Samehada chooses Killer Bee over him.
Oh my god. Killer Bee's just writing his raps. I like
Yo, yo.
Samehada. Yo, yo, yo. Killer Bee's the goat. He's just unaffected by everything. All the insults, all the discrimination. This guy just doesn't care.
God damn
Okay.
it. If I had to fucking eight-tailed bee something, I would care either.
I know why you wouldn't care. You're unleashing the
Why?
octopus. You're like gonna unleash the octopus on everybody and be like, yo, yo, and just
Take
destroy
this.
everything. Tailed beast bomb.
Yo, yo, guys, watch this.
Okay. I dare you on the next podcast to be like, hey, Soul, what would you do if I unleashed a tailed beast bomb in your house?
My God.
Oh, wait, that could mean two different things. Wait, never mind. You'd be like, hey, Soul, what if I pulled up to your town and I hit a tailed beast bomb on it?
Now, Trunkz.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, dude.
okay. All right, Trunkz. Uh,
Oh my! So I watched the video of him and Shango, and Shango told him that he sounded like a white girl from California in like the beefing
Soul?
video. Yeah, and then Soul's like, "Yeah, well, I don't make up my voice, and there's a lot of like people who make up their voice. I don't do that.
Mm,
Respect to Soul, man."
I don't think he does sound like one, but
Also, I just thought, what if Soul watches this, man?
I
You
doubt
guys are
Soul's
off.
watching this. But
Yeah, no,
we do respect Soul. He's a good guy, good
he's an
creator.
OG.
For sure.
Imagine he's like, you guys are off the podcast.
That
You're
would be
cut.
crazy.
Okay, Tsuchikage.
Mm,
Ow, my back.
dude was fucking like his particle decimation jutsu.
So
Dude, if you
fucking
get
cool.
caught in that, you're done.
Dude, that was one of the war arc sucked, but that shit was fire.
Atomic particle jutsu. Dude, that come on, that
Wait,
was
wait.
hard.
That was hard as hell. How do you say it in Japanese? Jinton!
Fire.
Yeah, let's give him Mora. Neji! It is destiny that led you here.
Um, humble or respecting everyone.
64 trigrams is pretty fucking cool, so I could give Humble Aura.
He has 128. You could do that.
Oh man, that's even better. Dude, did you ever play that Naruto game on DS back in the day?
Yes.
God, it's peak.
Real.
Tamari. Uh, um,
Hmm,
she's not
nah.
humble, that's for sure. She's not. Uh, she doesn't have. There needs. Hmm, I'm changing humble to somewhat. Or doke. How do we even define Tamari? Silent aura?
I guess.
I don't fucking know. Let's
A
just
little bit.
rename this to I don't fucking know aura.
Or maybe just a little bit.
A bit. Yeah,
A
yeah.
bit of aura.
That's good. 10-10. Mm,
When wielding the Sage's six path weapons, she
oh,
kind of did.
true.
Feel like a little bit.
Chun-Li lookalike. All right.
And a lot of her moves do look very cool.
Yeah, how she sends out like 1,000. What are they called? The ninja tools.
Yes.
Pain, Max Aura. Tobirama, Max Aura.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm blanking on this dude's name. He was part of the Big Mom's crew, right?
Wait, let me see. I'm gonna take a look. Take a
Take a
look. See.
gander. Oh my gosh, there's so many for One Piece.
That is. Oh my God, I know his name. Al Capone.
Oh, nice, dude.
Is that his
Hey,
name? Yeah, something like
saw him
that.
at
Yeah.
Alcatraz a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't really remember. I would say a bit of aura.
Yeah.
Ooh. Um. Mm, what would you give him?
Nah. You could take this one if you want.
Uh, dope, dope. I'll just say aura.
Okay.
Usopp, clown head ass.
I'm gonna say no aura.
Actually, yeah, no aura is better because we actually like him as a character. Okay, crocodile, Max aura. Like, come
Max aura
on,
easily, bro. Are
dude.
you kidding me?
God damn. The way he pulls up on the fucking ship, the war.
Dude, that is max aura right there, brother.
That's fire. Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, the man who doesn't sleep, who killed Whitebeard crew member to get his double fruit. Oh,
Definitely clown head ass. I've never sensed an ounce of aura coming from this idiot.
wow. I gave this.
He's strong, but it's just he doesn't have aura. Like, and people be like, "Oh, you're saying that because he's a villain." That's not true. There are villains in One Piece who have crazy aura, but he's just not one of them. He doesn't have that. He just doesn't have it. Like, he doesn't have that coolness factor. He's just really strong, and that's about it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm convinced that's
No, I was never
accurate.
like, "Holy shit, it's fucking Blackbeard." Like, I was never like that.
Okay, actually though, dude, when he's stealing the fucking Gura Gura no Mi and shit, that was insane.
That that was not very insane or eventful. He just threw a fucking sheet over him and Whitebeard like a weirdo. I don't know. That was not very
Dude,
uh
but like the fact that he's just doubling up devil fruits like it's a fucking JRPG and he's just like tacking shit on. Like I think I agree with you though. On screen, he's kind of a goofball idiot and
doesn't
someone you don't like.
he's
But like in terms of feats, he should be in Max Aura. But in terms of character, he's a
and
clown to
we're
me.
yeah, but this is character. This isn't about
Yeah,
feats
right.
though.
I think also like when you have you seen that one meme where it's like villains in Naruto and it's like Pain sitting in the rain village, whereas like One Piece it's like him and Luffy sitting next to each other eating the pies. So yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Dude, only One Piece can pull that off though.
That's the thing. That's part of what makes it so good.
Yeah. That's a fight that dude, I'm very looking forward to like Luffy kicking this dude's ass.
Dude, he already has, and he's done it a couple of times. Whitebeard just is always just like screaming in pain, whether he's fighting Ace, Luffy. This guy's always just like, oh, and he's just fucking dying every time he's hit. But something's weird is going on with his body because no one should have been able to survive those attacks from Ace, let alone win the fight. So, and same thing with absorbing the more than one devil fruit. Like some weirds going on with I don't know what it is. It's some weirds going on.
I've got a theory.
Don't say it.
Okay. But yeah, his
Yeah.
durability makes no fucking sense. He didn't have that, dude, he would have been cooked by Ace.
Pretty much. Like he got literal fire spears stabbed through him.
He was set on
St.
fucking
Elmo's
fire.
fire. Dude,
Yeah,
like
like what?
completely set on fire. Fire spears stabbed through him, like through his whole body. Two of them.
He
St.
should have
Elmo's
been dead.
fire.
He should have been
That's
fucking
even
dead,
I
dude.
know Oda doesn't kill characters often, but like that's a very killable event. Like that's not something that anyone just like casually survives, let alone wins. So there's some weird going on with this, but I don't know what it is.
And he
I
doesn't
don't
sleep. He doesn't sleep
I
either.
don't even have a theory. I don't even have a theory.
See,
You have I don't even
is
have a theory.
these are the parts of One Piece that I think make it that it's like, okay, yeah, this is like one of the best when you can theorize on like stuff like this. Damn,
Yeah, but
so good.
Blackbeard's situation is so strange I don't even have a theory on it.
Mm, I don't want. I'm
Do
not
not
gonna
say
say
your
anything.
theory. Because if it's
I'm gonna
correct,
get
then that
killed
means
if
you
I say it.
spoiled it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. No words.
Because what
So,
if you're right?
dude,
Then it
it's.
would be a spoiler if you think about it. Then that means you spoiled One Piece if you're correct.
I don't think it's gonna be correct, but yeah,
No, it could be correct.
it's. Well,
Could be correct.
we'll see. We'll see.
You could tell me after and be like, "Oh, I was right," or "Oh, I was wrong. Here's my theory."
Yeah, man, I'll tell you 10 years later.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right, deal.
I'll
Okay,
remember that.
okay.
It's
Blackbeard
recorded
theory. All
on the
right,
internet.
I'm
Okay.
in. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you'll remember. Soga King, Max Hora. Dude
Easily.
had his, he had his own theme song. Like, goat. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, that was pinnacle. Rayleigh, Max Hora. Come on. Or actually,
Dark King Rayleigh.
damn, that name goes hard. Oh shit! Should we take a break for a second?
I don't know, how long have we been going on? Like half an hour? Oh,
Hour and
oh my
40.
God, bro. That's like the length of one of our go.
Uh, should we just rank a few more and just call it a day?
Let's do that.
Okay, yeah. Gecko Moria, clown head ass.
Hmm.
Zoro, I mean, Trunks. I mean, this is easy. Max Aura.
Yep, no other option.
Nope. Oh, this is like one of the priests from the Skypiea arc. Forgetting his name.
No.
I just say no Aura. Garp, Max Aura. Max
Easily.
Aura, dude. Those episodes, those recent ones. Holy crap, dude. Him versus Aokiji was just
That's
peak.
nuts, brother.
The backstory there was insane too. Holy crap. All right. Well, we've made it a solid dent. There's still a lot to go.
Oh my
How many
god, bro.
episodes is this gonna span? It's like a
One
goddamn pull ass project, dude.
season later.
I'm gonna print this out once we're finished. Yeah, it's like a
Real.
SpongeBob transition.
Um, I think that season 3 will start by the time we're done with this.
That's kind of accurate. God damn it. Okay. All right, outro.
Do the outro.